Jake?
How are you?
Has it been difficult for you at all to, find a rhythm when you've been a little bit in and out of the lineup?
Yes and no. Yes, because obviously it's different than what I'm used to. Like especially in the fall and spring, everybody's playing every day, and then coming out of high school, I was an everyday player for 4 years. But at the same time, it's not really a challenge because of the preparation. Coaches line it up pretty well for us. They give us time to get ready, give us time to get loose. Like there's always an idea of when you can be expected to get the call, and really just staying loose. What I like to think about is staying ready so I don't have to get ready in those situations.
When do you usually find out if you're starting the next day or
It'll normally be right before our BP rounds of like on the game day. So that's when I'll normally find out and have an idea, but it doesn't change really how I go about my day, how I go about the night before. I try to treat every day the same.
Jay was talking about just how that could be something you guys really utilize as a strength for your outfield, is having guys play different games just based on what the matchup presents. You get to spend as much time with anybody with all those guys out there. Just talk about maybe the consistency that you guys have in the outfield between you and Paxton and the other guys, Josh Pearson, all those guys.
Right, yeah. We have a lot of depth on our team this year, I think more than a lot of people thought that we were going to have, and that's with guys that maybe we're not seeing as much of, like Ashton Larson, Ethan Fry, Zeb Ruddle. I mean, those are guys that could make an impact anywhere, especially here. And we got to transfer Mac Bingham. He came from Arizona. He was a 4-year stud there, and so it really says a lot to the talent that we have. And all these guys that I just mentioned, Paxton, Josh, and the others, it's ultra competitiveness. It's never like we're fighting for a spot in the outfield. It's when we know that we're going out there, we're going to give it the best that we got. And I mean, we're a close group of guys. We spend a lot of time together, so we're always cheering on the guy that's out there. Like, can't wish for anything but the best for anybody out there. I mean, all those guys have a chance to help our team win.
I think in the preseason you said you were obviously working mostly as a positional player, but when you're throwing, you're throwing as if you could still pitch in an emergency if need be. Are you still sort of doing that? Is like pitching still kind of in the back of your head when it comes to your preparation still, or not really?
The position player side's definitely taken more of an upswing as the season's getting going. I mean, you guys have seen the depth that our bullpen has. Like, we can just throw arm after arm after arm. So we've been trying to really keep me loose on the position player side and improve my game there. But if needed, if the call's ever there, I will be ready to pitch.
Is there anything you learned about the college game these first couple of weeks, just getting to see a number of different teams, a number of different arms, anything you picked up on just early in your first couple of weeks as a player?
Right, yeah. I think a main difference between high school and college baseball is the matchups. Like in high school, teams don't have a guy that they can run out there for one batter, right? If you put in a guy in relief, you're expecting him to go 2, maybe 3 innings. But in college, it's just how many people are on the team, how many people can make a difference, especially taking at bats. Like I could be going up to bat, and maybe they'll bring in a left-handed pitcher for a certain at bat, and it's something that I'm not used to. And that's really the only difference that I can see. I mean, the game's still the same. You still have to get 3 outs every inning. You still have to throw strikes. It's all the same.
What's the crowds like? Getting used to that? Is it you playing the same game, not thinking about there's 25,000 people out there watching sometimes? Or?
Well, I think growing up wanting to be a baseball player and wanting to play at a high level, nobody's ever dreamed of playing in front of 20 people, right? It's like when you're a little kid, this is what you look for. You want to play in front of the best fans in the world, and that's what we're here to do, so I enjoy every minute of it.
What was your favorite part of the weekend in Houston?
Oddly specific one, I was in the outfield against ULL, and they started playing Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks, and the whole stadium was singing it, so I thought that was really cool.
Are you a Garth Brooks guy?
I mean, yeah, I think so, but it was just really exciting, how strong the fans are, and they make a presence in the game. They're
How was
awesome.
that your first time being a part of that rivalry between UL and LSU?
It's awesome. I know a couple guys on the other team, so that added a little competitive edge to it. But just able to go out there and compete. I don't really think it matters who's on the other team, but I'm just going out there and giving it my all every day.
You didn't text them the next day, or?
No.
Anything else for Jake? Who's kind of been the most influential with your development here, do you think? A fellow player, maybe a coach?
Well, coaches and players. I think Coach Mack, our new strength coach, has been really good. He's a guy that really helps me get into position to be the best athlete that I can be. And Chief, Coach Johnson, all those guys working on hitting, approach, all that type of stuff has really helped. And then player-wise, I'd say probably Paxton. Just I share a locker with him. We're both in the outfield, so I'm with him the majority of the day, so he's really been there for me.
How much experience did you have playing in the outfield before you got here? Because again, you were pitching and probably playing some first base.
In high school, I was a pitcher, center fielder. I actually really didn't play any first base. It was mostly outfield. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks, Jake.